Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Ominous Artworks. You can call me Chris. Chris is fine. So, hello to you. The reason why I started this channel is because I want to share my take on art and just my artwork in general. So, I like to draw horrid monsters, formidable warriors, and female characters set in dark fantastical worlds. If you like that kind of stuff, like dark fantasy, horror type of art, then welcome. This is the channel for you. So what we have right here is, this is an old recording. I think it goes back in, I recorded this in 2022. And this is not my original character. It's fan art for Warhammer 40k. So if you don't know what Warhammer 40k is, it's a fictional universe that combines science fiction and fantasy, but in a dystopian setting. And yeah, it's based on a tabletop game. It's a big franchise. I'm sure you've heard of it somewhere. So I drew a unit called a specific character that's part of a unit of a larger army, and this character is called a Khorne Berzerker, or a Khorne Berzerker, which is a very corny name. It sounds like the vegetable corn, but it's spelled differently. Khorne, Khorne Berzerker. And these Khorne Berzerkers are very berserk. They love killing, they love war, they love to intimidate their foes. Their mantra is skulls for the skull throne, blood for the blood god. And the reason why they're called Khorne Berzerkers is because they worship the demon god Khorne, who is the demon god of war, blood, destruction, anger, and that's what their god represents, and that's what they represent as well. They're basically like his avatars in a way. And Khorne Berzerkers are just units, like I said, of the World Eaters. The World Eaters are a sub-faction of a larger faction known as the Chaos Space Marines. And the Chaos Space Marines were former Space Marines who were just like genetically modified human beings, like giants with power armor that would fight aliens and all sort of weird things that come from the unknown parts of the universe. And they're supposed to be they're kind of like a night class of like a 41st millennium empire, or an empire set in the 41st millennium. Yeah, but the Chaos Space Marines are basically corrupted Space Marines. That's the idea of them, behind them. So the basic colors that I went here are, I went with the Zorn palette. It's a very simple, limited palette based on an artist with the last name Zorn. I forgot his first name. And the Zorn palette includes titanium white, ochre yellow, crimson red, I believe, and ivory black. And they are like really muted colors, and they fit the Warhammer 40k universe, perfectly, because 40k is a very, they coined the term, or I say the community or the creators coined the term grimdark, and grimdark means that it's dystopian, dark, oppressive. It's not like a fun place to live in. It's not a fun place to live in a grim, dark universe, but it's fun to make stories about it. It's fun to create characters based on it, or to draw them and paint them. That's fun. Why not? So that's the feeling and the mood I went for, is just like this dark, oppressive, scary character set in a dark universe. And yeah, it's kind of like a mix of dark fantasy and science fiction. This character has, he wears power armor, but it's also power armor that has been corrupted by dark spiritual energy or demonic energy. He's basically possessed. Imagine a giant human, like a hulking. Just imagine the Hulk, but in a more human-looking form. And he wears power armor, and then he's just demonically corrupted. Like the spikes coming out of him, and demonic teeth, and he goes crazy, and he thirsts for blood, basically. You wouldn't. There's no way you could beat this guy in the battlefield. Imagine that. He wears skulls. He has spikes on him. He has a belt where he has grenades hanging off, and a skull as well. Pretty cool stuff. Very cool creation. And while it's not my original character, I put my own I guess my own flavor to it in a way. But yeah, it's a fun character, and I feel like I learned from it. What else can I say about this? Yeah. Anyway, look, if you know what, it's kind of awkward to record a voice note, and then if I meet somebody face to face, we'll talk normally. But like when I'm recording and talking to myself, or like I feel like I'm looking at a wall and just talking, it's kind of awkward. Have you ever done that before? I would like to know. Yeah. Anyway, if you enjoyed, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. So I talked about the character and the colors and the theme behind it, but the background, I kept it very simple. So I was going for a gray or a tan, or a tannish and a gray combined together, and then I decided to go for like a light blue, and then instead of that I went for white. And you can see some of the former colors behind, or the bluish colors behind the white, and it became like a grayish blue, but it also picked up colors from the palette, from the white paint, and it's just like mixed together a little bit. I think some greens or reds are in there as well in the background. And while I was going for white, it turned like a grayish, bluish, sometimes a little greenish color palette for the background. And I think it's a happy accent, which I'm very happy with. So yeah, and it's cool. Like this character is really cool. He has an axe which has like a spiky pattern to it, and he also has a gun, which is awesome. Guns and axes, how cool is that together? The background, so on his back he has these spears attached, which also makes it more intimidating, and I love it. Like part of his back, they wear like these backpacks, or I forgot what they're called, but yeah, it basically mutated into a dragon, or a part of it, some sort of like reptilian creature. Anyway, that's all I have to say about this. And look, if you had fun watching this just as much as I had fun drawing it and painting, then hey, let me know what you think about it. Give me some feedback. I would love to talk to you about these kind of things in the comments, in the comment section. Talk to you later. See you. Bye.